Coming to my channel. My name is The Contemporary King. So you are changing the beat. I want to say, if you haven't already, go on my website, youngbutconnected.com, and you can also see some really interesting things going on, new updates, new plans and ideas that I have. So you're changing the beat. So what you're doing is you're starting something new. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. Yeah, because you're so different, you're marching the beat to your own drum. It's just like you might have decided to put on a new outfit today. You might have decided everybody is everybody's like head is like in their ass, and no one has the right to tell you whether or not you want to put a crown on your head or not. Nonsense, right? So there are people that are talking against your ideas, your beliefs. They're giving you all this clouded good morning. There's like a lot of chatter. There's a lot of chatter going on this month, right? And it's going to be all like a dream. So what I'm really seeing is that people have been trying to get into your heart chakra. People are going to be trying to get into your heart chakra this month because there's an illusion going on that things are not moving the way that they are supposed to be moving. Okay? Things don't look like they're moving, but they're moving the way that they're supposed to be moving. Okay? You're managing to be glad. You're looking at the brighter things in life. Whether you have animals that make you really happy, you could be doing something to your hair. You could be, taking more care of your skincare. I'm seeing like lip care, eyelashes. You could be getting a pedicure or a manicure. So let's get some information on this. Like, we're all mad here. So you look really good. It's like you're invited to an event. Like, you could be getting ready to go into some big promises this month. Maybe you've been kind of like, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have the Six of Wands. Okay, so how I'm seeing it is that, okay, you're really going to be surprised by the end of this month how much things wind up turning out for you. It's like the crown chakra, the pink. It's like wear pink. Do things that make you happy. Do things that put your spirit in a higher vibration because you have so much to be like excited for in the future. There's going to be a really nice surprise, maybe from someone that you're close to or that makes you feel good, right? But I'm really seeing that someone's trying to steal your light. They're trying to like shush you in the corner. Like, you've almost felt confused. Like, I don't know. Ever since this full moon has been coming around full table, it just feels like, yeah, it just feels like everything is in a standstill. But look how he's just sitting down. He's like a king. It's like Game of Thrones. You're gonna have to marry, okay? You have to marry. You're going to have to marry. Like, it's like you're gonna be betrothed, right? You're going to have to go through this. Whatever God has destined for your path, and whatever your path is, I'm happy that you're feeling great. I really am. Because this is a time to feel great. It's like, don't lose how good you've been feeling. Because you're going to have to go through this level. You're like leveling up. And there are people that are coming into your life in this new place. It could be a new place. You could be traveling a distance. I'm seeing foreign affairs, right? People from other countries are going to acknowledge you, right? You're going to be acknowledged for your insight in whatever particular industry that you work in. This could be forensics. This could be you could be an archaeologist. I'm even seeing like art, pictures, stickers, like something that you've been in a really big reflection in. So you've gone through this grace period of just like shedding your old skin, getting rid of the old clothes, getting rid of the old photo frames and the old pictures that don't really, you know, feel like they fit in this next page in your life. Like you're looking at yourself, you're giving yourself positive affirmations in the morning. You're telling yourself things that you might not have told yourself 6 years ago because you were like in this hard headspace of just like constantly criticizing yourself. I'm seeing there were a lot of people that were trying to criticize you for who you were. People were criticizing you for who you were because you had an understanding of your destiny. You had an understanding of where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to do, your path in this life. You walked away from all of the naysayers, right? And you're going through this moment of just self-reflection, self-acceptance, and self-love this month. Because there could be a contract coming in, there could be documents, positive documents coming in. You could be working towards something that is going to bear fruit. This is a month that you are going to be fruitful, right? Whatever you plant this month is going to bear fruit, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Like, we have the sun and we have the Princess of Wands. So it's almost as if you've like, again, you have to accept this power. You have to accept this power. There's no if, and, or buts about it. You're accepting your power this month. Somebody could be coming in, like, there could be a lot of chatter from, like, young adults, teenagers. What is this Princess of Wands? I'm seeing fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius. You have this, like, childlike, like, it's something about you have never changed. You've only integrated, right? And if you change, you've changed for the better. Or you've integrated personalities from your past self, right? Maybe when you were a child, there were certain things that you liked to do, but you never really got to shine them off. It's like you're shining them off now. You're shining this power off now. This intuition. You have a deep understanding, a deep intuition. You get messages at night. You get inclination at night. You get some sort of epiphanies at night. And it's like you're able to really not just visualize your future, but live in your future just by sitting in receiving. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. All you have to do is show so much gratitude to the world. Be like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for this. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for this. And like, while you're doing that, in the back of your mind, in your eyesight, right behind the cornea, you're literally like visualizing you getting that Mercedes, you getting that Lamborghini, you getting your dream house, you getting your land, you growing those crops, you growing those fruits, you're getting those right friends for you, you're getting that hairstyle that you've always wanted, you're getting that perfect physical body form that you've always wanted, whether it was a Coke bottle, whether it was a peach or an apple, whatever you've always desired. It's like you're morphing into this energy just by visualizing it. You know, it's like, what do houseplants do? What do trees do? You're noticing that a tree doesn't necessarily have to do much in order to grow, right? All they need to do is be planted. Exactly. See? And this could be your shadow self. This could be your shadow self, right? So this could be something that others had tried to project in you. It was like a constant cycle where you were battling yourself through every moon phase, through every retrograde. See, we're coming upon a retrograde, right? And it's like you're looking at yourself through the reflection, and the self that's seeing yourself, your shadow self, it's like you were scared of that part of you because it was so dormant, because people didn't want you to believe that this was something that you should do. People might have said things like, oh, this is devilish, you know, this is demonic, you know, looking at angel numbers is demonic. I don't necessarily think that looking at angel numbers is demonic. I think nothing is good nor evil, right? Everything is a double-edged sword. You wouldn't have good without evil. So it's like, I'm not saying that those things aren't wrong, but also everything has a purpose. You're like, you're at this time where you're just being so enlightened, and the more you sit in the solitude, you're reclaiming your independence, you're reclaiming who you are as a person, you're reclaiming your peace. And there are people that want to be around this energy. People want to be around this energy. People feel divinely nurtured to you. There's something about your energy that just has this overflow of love, overflow of power, overflow of wisdom, overflow of magic, right? You visualizing these things and not knowing that you are visualizing these things, right? And then you go outside and you walk into the manifestation right in front of you. So you're looking, you might say, oh my gosh, I want a donut, or oh my gosh, I want a Twizzler in your mind one day. And the next thing you know, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your boyfriend, your fiance, your grandma, your grandpa, one of them brings in that manifestation to you, all because you wanted it. Because you're deserving of this. You're not just deserving of this knowledge, but you're deserving of this power because you've always had it, right? Since you've always had it, there's a reason why God gave you this. God gave you this power because you're able to do more with this. You're able to manifest quicker than you believe. You're able to get things more than what the constructions of these programs in life had tried to put against you, right? People want to tell you to stay in your place. You need to stay at that 9 to 5, right? Beyonce wants to make music about 9 to 5, and then Lotto was making music about 9 to 5. Like, I'm sorry, but those bitches don't have 9 to 5s. Like, what are they talking about? I know they work their asses off and they work day in and day night, but it's just like, why are you talking about 9 to 5s? Like, we're in 2022. People are trying to make money passively. People are trying to level up without working under anybody. People are trying to boss up, level up, be their own boss, run their own business, run their own institution, whether it's a workout studio, a dance studio, a culinary studio. Maybe you want to do finances. Maybe you want to do printing. Maybe you want to do graphic design, business administration, hospitality, tourism, real estate. There is something very high and honorably that you will be doing. You are going to have that reputation and that respect to that reputation and that accreditation. Not just the accreditation, but the degree to have the power to choose whatever you want to do, whatever field you want to go to, however you want to dress when you come to work, because you're going to be your own boss. And there are people that are going to want to put you in your place, right? So there are people that are watching you, agents, stalkers, trying to confront you for this power, for this, what is this? There's like, the more you get into this institution, the more you get into this, I'm not going to say, okay, exactly. There's an institution, there might be institutions that want you, whether it's maybe a educational institution, culinary institution, entertainment institution. The Academy Awards is an institution, right? We don't know these things. Just like an insane asylum is an institution, an Academy Award is an institution. Just like Harvard, that's an institute. Like, it's deeper than what you think. People are gonna wanna take this manifestation. This is internal. This is an internal power. So what I'm seeing is that you are literally in an incubation mode right now, whereas you're growing your seed, you're growing your faith, you're growing your faith with God, you're growing your faith with yourself, you're growing your faith with your angels, you're growing your faith with your path. You have this Okay, you could be having a lover, right? They're going to be people who are going to really appreciate you out of state. There might be a person, like another state for you, like moving out of the state, whether it's for love, it's or job, it's going to be very promising. There's something that you're meant to do out of the state. There's something that you're meant to do out of where you are. There's something that you're meant to show in the community that you don't reside in. There's a community that needs your light. There's a community that they need this work, this action, this passion that you have. There's a lot of fiery passion. And I'm seeing their birds, right? Where you go to places where birds are like watching over you, and these birds are like ancestors. And these birds are not just communicating with you, but they're kind of like hiding you. So you don't just have this like I'm seeing like Harry Potter, the moment that Harry had that robe over him, that invisibility cloak, like you don't realize, but you've been invisible to a lot of people. Okay, I'm also seeing this. People look down at you. Right, you see her, she's in this exorcism mode. People look down upon you. People look down upon your power, your energy, your life force, your views, your thoughts, who you were, who you thought you were, who you wanted to be, or who you always were. People never gave you the opportunity to show your light in where you were born, where you were raised, because it was too intimidating. Right? Exactly. Since forever, it's so intimidating. Your power, your energy is so intimidating. That's why you had to have this cloak. That's why you had to look like a nobody. That's why you had to be like the bubble boy in the 1980s movie, in the 1990s movie. You literally were wrapped around by God and your angels with this abundance, and you had to be put in your own space because you've been growing. Yeah, and people. Okay, so what's so interesting about this is that this bubble is about to pop. This baby is about to pop. This bubble is about to pop. Whatever this is about to pop. This reward, this inheritance, this restoration. Right? You will be restored. You will be restored. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Walking into your power, you will be restored. There's no, it's just gonna happen. It's not just you, but it's others. There are people who need you in that position, in that next level. Whether it's your social media, whether it's a new place, a new area, people are getting signed. People are looking at you. You might be the person that people just look at when you go into a store. You might be like, oh my gosh, is it because of what I'm wearing? Is it because of what I said? No, it's because of your energy. Your energy is just so magnetic. Once it pops, it really pops. And you're like a freaking crop circle. You're leaving the messages. You're leaving the signs. Right? We have the same bubbles. So these are all your manifestations coming from outer space into the earth, planting themselves in the seeds. And the seed is growing strong roots. I'm talking about these roots are strong. You had to be broke down. You had to be broke down where you were at in order to get where you're going, because your roots, your foundation is going to be it is so much more stronger than it was before. Right? God ripped those roots out of you. That pain, that suffering, that crying, that anguish, discrimination, the devil working his magic, thinking that he can pull the strings because he's higher, right? I'm seeing there were people that were in higher positions. There were people that were in higher positions that were trying to pull the strings before 2020 happened. They were trying to keep the corruption going. They weren't trying to have this. It was either this. You're either on the side of the lies or you're on the side of the goods. And it's like God just like put down his sledgehammer and was just like, it's time for peace to prevail. So that's why you see so many people who are committing credit card fraud or scammers going to jail, or people who did PPO loans and they were frauding with that going to jail. And that's why you see people who are cops, right? Whether they're white or whether they're black or whether they're Hispanic, if they go against the law in whatever particular county that is against a pedestrian, things are getting shut down. Maybe not as quickly as we'd like it to be, but because we have this all-seeing eye, everybody sees everything nowadays. It's just this justice. Justice is being served. You're not going to be put out in the cold anymore. You're not going to be in the dark anymore. You're going to get whatever you've always wanted. It's going to grow. It's going to blossom. Maybe you have felt like for so long it wasn't your season. Well, I'm sorry, but your season is coming. And you're fighting harder demons and devils because of it. People want to put you away. They want to put you and your lover away. There's a love that has to be shown. The love that you have has to be shown. It's like I see a divine masculine that is willing to carry not just the seed, but the children, right? He's willing to carry you. There's someone that is in this King of Swords, divine masculine energy that is in a high, well-established, like I'm seeing a very well-established man who is very like cutthroat, but very straight edge and like business oriented. And he's willing to carry you. He's willing to carry this relationship. He's willing to build that foundation with you. He's very calculated, and he likes the fact that you're very calculated. He likes the fact that you play chess with him. You know, I love hearing that. This is like a kingdom marriage, a kingdom relationship coming together. Keep it a secret. Do not tell anyone. Keep it a secret. But I'm also seeing that, like, as your love grows for each other, it's important for it to be kept a secret, because it's only going to grow. And it's going to be to a point where you're not going to be able to keep this a secret. It's going to be a point where you're not going to be able to hide this anymore. This love that you have for each other. You guys are so fortified. You're so fortified, and people are going to want to cling to your relationship and cling to the understanding that you guys have, because if your relationship works out, it's going to give them the comfortability to know that, oh my gosh, my relationship, like, you are just in this is a high platform relationship. It's just going to be very admired. Look at this fruit. It's going to bear so much fruit. All of this goldfish. I'm seeing a lot of fertile ground. You might want to have children in the future with this person. This is someone that you could have children with in the future. Because this person not just has wisdom, but you have wisdom with them, right? They want to share their wisdom with you. You want to share your wisdom with them. Their intellect is high vibrational. So is your intellect. Very high vibrational. Okay, so I'm going to get one more card from the Kitsune deck. So I'm definitely seeing like being vulnerable is your superpower. My throat chakra, but being vulnerable is your superpower. It's like you see her, she's like half naked. I've never noticed this until like a few weeks ago, but she's like literally half naked, and she's just walking into the sunlight with her vulnerability, her nakedness, her call, like all of what she's learned. She has not just allowed it to become her ammunition, but some type of transmutation that's going on. This is like a Kundalini rising. You could be having a Kundalini rising. Maybe you and your lover are having a Kundalini awakening. And maybe this divine love for self, right? Because you have so much love for self, you're able to go into this partnership with so much love. And so much love for self exudes over. Right? And it's crazy because it's like you don't want to show your vulnerability. You don't want to show your vulnerability because maybe from a past life, you felt like other people wouldn't understand you. Right? It's like you guys are polar opposites. You guys are like polar opposites, but it's just that attraction is just there. That understanding is just there. He treats you like a lady. He treats you with respect. He has chivalry. He's a gentleman. He sees you in your throne, in your energy, and it just makes him want to fight for you harder. You've been through a lot. You have these roots that are kind of entangled and disorganized, and they're kind of like all over the place, but they're beautiful. And it feels like this person was sent back from your past life now to the present future so that you could have this journey with this person, just so that you could awaken a dormant side of you that felt like for so long it was not there or it was just gone. You're having your golden moment, like, oh my gosh, I love this card. This has to be one of my favorite cards in the entire deck because these lamps, these lamps are known for like celebration or like intention, right? We never know just how much, like how important our intentions are. Our intentions are so important. And what I'm seeing is that you have clear, concise, genuine intentions. This person has genuine intentions. And because you manifested this so long ago, you manifested these intentions so long ago, everything's slowly coming in, but when it hits, it's going to hit like a mother lode. When it hits, you're going to be picking up the pace in a way where it's not going to be able to like your love. You're a Cancer. You have Queen of Cups. Your love is just so infinite. It's just so bounding. It's just something that you can't get anywhere else because it's infinite. The waterfall never stops running, right? He's a Capricorn. It's so grounding. It's so boss-like. It's so, stable and so solidarity. And you just have this understanding without saying anything because the ground shakes when the pulse hits. It's like you just move different. It just hits different. It just feels like it's different. Exactly. So what can we get, like, what can we get from this golden moment? See? Cancer. Queen of Cups. Cancer. This is like, people just, they notice your beauty, right? Not just from your outer exterior, but from your heart. It's just very childlike. It's just very, but there was a moment where, you had to kind of mask that childlike exterior with a bit of hardness because people really tried to play you. See, there were a lot of like third parties, and then there are a lot of third parties that want to come in and ruin this for you. See, people want to come in and ruin this for you. They want to ruin your happy ever after. They want to profit off of your charitability because you're such a charitable person. They want to profit off of it. But like this partnership, this relationship, it's like it's going full force. I'm seeing like this person is like your bodyguard. This is like Whitney Houston, the bodyguard. This person is not just your lover. not just your kingdom spouse, but they're your bodyguard. They're going to protect you through a lot of intense moments where you could have honestly felt like your whole foundation would have shaken otherwise. Yeah. Or maybe they took you out of a really unstable situation. Maybe this person shed light, or maybe you realize that this person took you out of a really unstable situation, and you're just, again, you're going for the prize. It's crunching time, and you're going to get that. The limit does not exist. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It might not look like it was for you, because that's what they want to do, right? That's what our lower selves want to do. They want to pull us down into our older vibrations. When you look back at the constructs that you've had, right? Why do you think a lot of people are getting into interracial relationships? They're getting into a lot of interracial relationships because maybe their race doesn't appreciate them as much as another race, or maybe it's just the fact that you're open to any kind of love, right? You're opening your heart to the love for self. You know what love you desire, and maybe this person doesn't look like who you always thought would be the one to offer this. It's just very, it's a different type of love. It's like so heart pounding, and this is putting you in such a great foundation. That's all I have to say. Like, it's going to really put you in a foundation where you can have the American dream, you can have that business career woman dream, you can have that 401k, retiring early. Like, it's such a great fit. It's crunching time season, and you're leveling up. Thank you so much.